I appreciate the opportunity to come before you this evening. I would like to briefly tell you about my history and qualifications with city government and the history of city government in York. In the early 1960s, my father, Lorne A. Pieper, was elected and served on the city council. I was appointed to serve on the city council March 23rd, 1978, by then Mayor Leroy Vineyard, to fill a vacancy created by Gary Jensen, who was transferring out of town with his job. I finished the remainder of his term and was elected twice. I served until December 8th, 1988. So Jeff is the third generation in our family to serve on the city council. As a young boy, I can remember then Mayor Owen Miller coming down to the shop to discuss city business and issues with my dad. This was prior to the time of a mayor-administrator form of government. There was a lot more disorganization than organization at that time due to the fact that all department heads tried to run their own domain and no one individual was actually in charge of the day-to-day operations. It was hard to manage day-to-day operations with committee and city council meetings. In the late 1960s, it was decided by the city council with the approval of the mayor to hire a city administrator. There were many positive benefits from this. Some of those included having one full-time professional person with professional knowledge in charge of all departments and personnel of the city, combining the water, street, parks, and sewer departments into the Department of Public Works, having one person on staff to do interviewing and hiring of city employees, maintaining continuity in city government as city council and mayors would change. This also afforded the general public a person with regular business hours and an office to take their problems and concerns to. It was shortly after this, on June 13th, 1972, that the city council adopted the present Code of Ordinances. They became effective September 1st, 1972. Through the years, some of them have been amended, some ordinances have been repealed, and other new ones have been adopted. These ordinances became code that serve as law and rules that the city of York is to follow. It is the responsibility of the city council to create, amend, or repeal these ordinances that become code. It is the responsibility and mandate of the mayor and city administrator to enforce these codes. I do not feel that the present mayor and administrator are doing this. I personally know of numerous examples where the code of the city of York is not being followed by the present administration. But I only talk about one of them this evening. In the Code of the City of York, Chapter 2, Administration, Article 2, City Council, Section 35, Committees, be standing committees. I quote, "Standing committees. At the organizational meeting of the council, held as provided in this code, the mayor, with the approval of the majority of the council, shall appoint the following standing committees. Number 1, Finance. Number 2, Ordinance and Judiciary. Number 3, Asset Management. Number 4, Insurance and Benefits. And number 5, such other standing committees as the council may by ordinance hereinafter create." C, Composition. These committees, subsections 1 through 5 of paragraph B above of the city council, shall each consist of 3 council members, and the personnel thereof may be changed by the mayor at any time with the approval of a majority of the council. The mayor shall be the member ex officio in each standing committee of the city council. Committee meetings, generally. Meetings of all committees may be held at such time and place as the committee shall determine for its convenience. The committee, at its discretion, may determine who, besides its members, may be present. End quote. The present administration has failed to do this, either through ignorance or obstinance, as there is only one of the above committees, that being the Finance Committee, with council members appointed to it. I would like to believe it is through ignorance, and I pray that at the next city council meeting, there will be an agenda item to approve council members to these various committees. These committees serve a very important step in the process of governing. It serves to get a variety of ideas and opinions in order to come up with the best policy. It also helps that the committee members can inform the remainder of the council at the council meeting as to why the matter is before the council and how they arrived at the proposal before them. I also firmly believe that there would be less turmoil in city government than there is with the current policies of the current administration, and that a lot of the mistakes that are now being made would be averted. Historically, by and large, with few exceptions, the citizens of York have not attended the council meetings. In most cases, they do attend because they are directly affected. A lot of time, they feel adversely affected. It is my belief that they, the citizens of York, elected you, the elected officials, to represent them, so they don't have to attend. I would like to remind you that it is your responsibility to represent and do what you believe in your own mind serves the majority of the citizens of York and what is right for the city in its entirety. In closing, I would like to state to you, the City Council as a whole have the authority, power, and obligation to make and change policies, and that the mayor and city administrator have the duty and responsibility to enforce them as stated in the city code without exception. Thank you for your time.